So I just finished watching a documentary with some people from one of my meetup groups, Be Your Best Self, Live Your Best Life. The documentary is called You Can Heal Your Life, and it's based on the work of Louise Hay, who wrote a book of the same title that's very popular. It sold millions of copies all around the world. And it's just such an uplifting and inspiring documentary. I've seen it 4 or 5 times now, but every time I just get so much from it, and it just reminds me of why I do what I do and what I most want to teach people. And that is, I most want to teach people and guide people to love themselves because so many of us do not. So many of us think of ourselves in a negative way. So many of us are used to being very critical of ourselves, but we're not used to being kind and loving to ourselves. But the problem is, if we're not kind and loving to ourselves, we suffer in all areas of our life. So if you teach somebody to love themselves, not only are you teaching them to just feel better about who they are, but you are just helping them to be an overall happier, healthier, more fulfilled person. If someone loves themselves, they're just naturally going to do things that are aligned with their heart's desires. They're naturally going to do things that bring them joy. They're naturally going to enter into relationships that serve them and enhance their well-being rather than take them away from it. So it's just one of those things that, it's so simple, yet so many people have not mastered or even begun the path, really. But I just want to say to any of you out there who see this and who think that to love yourself is in some way narcissistic or selfish, I would say that's not the case. Because loving yourself, yeah, it's great for you and it's good for your own well-being, but it benefits every other person in your life. Because think about it, when you're being kind and loving to yourself, when you're meeting your own needs and doing what brings you joy, you have so much more energy and you have just so much more to offer. You have so much more to give to others because your own cup is full. If, on the other hand, you're not loving yourself and you're just giving, giving, giving and not giving to yourself, not doing things that serve you, then you're going to be depleted. And chances are you're also going to be resentful towards those that you're giving to. Because in most cases, when we're giving to others a lot and not giving to ourselves, we're going to become resentful at some point. And that is going to affect our relationship, of course. So it's really not a selfish thing. It's great for you, it's great for everyone, it's great for the world. And when you love yourself and you just let your love for yourself shine out, not only is it good for you and those in your life, but it just raises your energy and it just makes you a more powerful agent of change in the world. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And an exercise I wanted to share from Louise that I have done and that I continue to do after I first started, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago at this point. I continue to do it because it's just so powerful, makes me feel great, and I just know that it's had a really great impact on my life. And it's one of the things that I share with my clients, and everybody who does it gets a lot out of it. So I wanted to share it. So basically, all you got to do is you look yourself in the mirror, you look yourself in the eyes, and you use your name and you say, in my case, I would say, I love you, Robin. I really love you. No, it's vital that I look in my own eyes as I'm saying it. And the more that you do this throughout the day, the better. If you can do it, if you remember to do it every time you look in a mirror, that's fantastic. For some of you, it might take a little while for it to become a habit, but just try and do it whenever you think of it, Definitely first thing in the morning, definitely when you're getting ready to start your day, and throughout the day whenever you think of it, and definitely before bed. It's something I do every night before bed. I look myself in the mirror, in my eyes, and I say, I love you, Robin. I really love you. And you know what? In the beginning, when I would say that, it would feel kind of weird. It would feel kind of awkward. I'd feel like a dork, and I didn't fully mean it. But the more that I've said it to myself over the years, the more true it's become. It's been a way to reprogram my mind, to change the way that I think, to change the way that I see myself. And I just see myself as I would see a close friend that I want to help and love. And I treat myself with the same respect and love that I would, a dear family member or close friend, or even someone that I meet and just want to help. So, and telling myself that I love myself directly like that has been one of the big things that really has helped me get to where I am in terms of self-love. So it's a path, it's not something that you can do overnight. You're not going to go to self-loathing to self-love in a night. It's a gradual process. And, even for me, where I've come so far, I still have little setbacks sometimes, and that's okay. That's part of the human condition. But it's just one of those things that the more you practice it, the better. The happier you'll feel, the more fulfilled, the more joyful you'll feel, and it'll just have such a great impact in all areas of your life. And other people will pick it up too. They might not know what it is, but they'll start to see a change in you. They'll see that there's more light behind your eyes. They'll see that there's, just more playfulness in you, more happiness and more joy. So it's not only a great gift to yourself, but a great gift to the world, and you can practice it so simply with that mirror exercise. And I highly, highly, highly encourage you to do it. And I also encourage you to check out Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life, and or check out her documentary by the same title. Both fantastic, so powerful. And I hope that you do give this a whirl. And if you do, or if you've tried something like it, then please do leave a comment with your story or things that you've tried and how it's gone for you. And I would love to hear about it. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day or night. And I think you are an amazing person. And I just want you to know that you are lovable, you are worthy, you are beautiful, talented, and so amazing just the way that you are. And if you truly believe that, and if you tell yourself that and things like that, then you'll just know it to be true more and more, and your life will become a reflection of it. So, here's to you and loving yourself. Mwah. Ta-ta.